now it's your boy Lambo Drew. You already know, man. Back in the building, man, this wonderful Thursday night. If y'all don't know, we have a hot one tonight. We got my guy, James Mack, man, coming in the building for the Leverage Show, sitting down, chopping it up for the first time. Y'all do not want to miss this. I'm telling y'all right now, y'all need to be sharing this, man, with your mama, your grandma, your sister, your brother, your loved ones, your friends, your fam, and everybody in between. Because my guy gonna come here today and he's giving out all the game, all the juice, all the industries, all the good stuff that y'all don't know what's really popping. I'm tell y'all this right now. It is about to go down. But before we bring him on the screen, man, real quick, you know we got to definitely check the temperatures, man. I'm telling y'all what, man, if y'all missed Tuesday night, y'all missed a real good one, man. Shout out to and everything, man. My little bro James, and definitely my guy Randall Guy, man. Miami Connection was in the building, man, and they was killing it. You know, we got a chance to shoot that podcast literally, man, months back. And we finally got it to air the week before we had the podcast with my guy, man, Roger Silver, man, was super dope, man, had an amazing time. So you know what time it is, man. But definitely we come right back to y'all with the pinch hitter and everything, man. Not even pinch hitter, the designated hitter. My bad. Don't let me go ahead and small change them. The designated hitter. The cleanup, man, my guy James Mack, man, coming through the stage in just a minute, man. Super excited for my guy. So make sure y'all are getting this out. Let's see who's in the building. My guy IC is in the building, man. Have a blessed Thursday, man. Stay safe, stay peace, stay prayers in God's level. Appreciate you, man, for you, IC, man. And actually, I see you in Utah. My guy James got a little connections in the Utah space down there. So shout out to you and everything. You guys going to hear all about that in a minute. My soul does wait, man, is in the building. Appreciate you, Leo, man. Thank you for definitely tapping in. My cousin's in the building. What's up, Leverage Show family? Shout out to your cuz, man. Thank you for doing everything you're doing. I see, man, my soul does wait. Gentlemen, what's going on? Miss Ingram is in the building, man. Shout out to you all the way down in Alabama. Showing so much love. Thank y'all, man. PC's in the building. Hey, Lambo family, man. Hey, PC. That's my Columbus, Ohio family showing love in the building. P&T killing the game, man. Hello, family. My wonderful wife is in the building. You know I cannot be nowhere without the missus and everything, man. Being right here on the Leverage Show, showing love, and you know she's gonna definitely have to come in here. Anytime you see diamonds and jewels and you see the good stuff, my wife is definitely gonna be involved, man. Definitely when it came to that. So she got to be supportive of my brother James Mack, man, coming to the stage. You already know that. PC's in the building, man, showing love, man. I see Errol and Terrell, man. Thomas is in the building. What's good, Thomas, man? I see you in the building, my cat, man. PC showing love to Roe, man. Taylor showing love to Miss Johnson, man. Man, y'all is in the building. Look at all this love, man. Tuesday was fire. Appreciate you for that, PC, man. Errol showing love, man, to everybody being in the building, man. I thank you, cuz, man, for that, man. Happy, thankful Thursday. Yes, it is. Shout out to your love. Appreciate you being in the building, too, as well. Look, make sure you guys are definitely getting ready. Grab your popcorn, grab your sodas, grab anything, your beverages, and all that other stuff that you want to drink, eat, and just have a good time. Tonight, you getting ready to hear from one of the best in the industry that Lambo and everything, man, got connected with, man. And I'm telling you, I love this character. I love everything about it. His swagger was just what we call and everything, man, abrasive, but yet in your face, innovative, man. And when I seen, man, his everything was doing, I said, man, I got to bring my guy to the Leverage Show. There is no way that nobody could not hear his voice, hear his story, hear his journey, and not begin to bring some of the heat that he is bringing. He's worked with some of the best, y'all. I'm telling y'all this right now. From this side, man, of the globe to the other side of the globe. Known in the industry by so many people, and y'all are getting ready to hear about it tonight. So make sure y'all give a warm welcome to our next guest for the first time, but hopefully not the last time. My guy, a.k.a. Mr. Money Man, James Mack in the building, man. What's up, James Mack?
Hey, appreciate it, Lambo. Appreciate it, man. It's a blessing to be here. You know, we're going to try to, make sure that the frequency is on point and we touch the people in such a special way.
Come on now, man. Touch them people in a special way, man. That's what this thing is about. Listen, the moment that he hits the stage, you hear the tone, you hear the voice, you already know he's getting ready to be a hot one. So make sure that they stay tuned. Thank you, James, bro, for just, man, accepting this invitation, man, coming to this Leverage Show and being able to talk to us, man, just on a not just on a higher up level, but a level of looking from the inside out, right? Where a lot
Yeah,
of us, man, are looking from the outside into a lot of this stuff. Thank you, man, for just coming up, pulling up a chair, miking up, camming up, and making sure
yeah,
we do what we do best out here. Talk to us, James, dude. Let the people out here know who is James Mack, because you hearing
yes,
his name, seeing the bags, you seeing the interviews, seeing the tags, the posts, but who is my guy, James Mack?
yeah. James Mack, a blessed one. You understand me? The new, the best designer in the game. You know, so you can forget about all your old designers. I'm up next. You understand me? We have people like Giorgio Armani and people like David Young and all these household names. Name me one black household name in the luxury space that you can call up right now. We get ready to call James Mack name. You understand me? Blessed young man. You understand me? From the struggle to the bubble. You understand me? I'm not playing no games, but I also want to uplift my people. That's one of my most important things. So you get ready because we're making strides in the industry. You understand me? We're doing things that no one else is doing. Yeah, it may look good, but I'm the most known unknown. Let's get to it.
That Lambo bell is already going off, man. It's like a boxer already in his corner for the heavyweight fight coming out swinging. Y'all don't
Yeah.
want to miss this. Let's talk about it, James. We talk about the jewelry game, the industry game. We talk about all of that good stuff. Was there something that always inspired you at the very beginning? Or was it humble beginnings, man, coming up, man, where you came from?
It was very humble beginnings coming from the, you know what I mean, the north, you understand, Chicago area, Milwaukee area as well. But the main thing was growing up slightly in poverty, you understand me, and always seeing, other people doing great things, other races living a certain type of way. You understand me? And that was embedded in me. I believe that, you understand me, follow me on this, Drew. I believe that if you have riches in your heart, you had those riches from a previous lifetime. So I truly believe that I was a king or a pharaoh or something in a previous lifetime because I have to get it. And I look at the sun and I remember, Drew, I remember Mr. Lambo when I looked at that sun and I was rich. So we're going to get back to that.
Be man.
We're going
Talk to me, man. Listen, looking at the sun saying you rich, that's always something that was already destined in the clouds, man, for you, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't even know that, man. I tell people, man, you were born to win regardless of what you say. The moment that you begin to start screaming, or even if you didn't scream, when the doctor smacked you on your tail, you was born to win at that point because your cognizance was there, your senses was there. It was something letting people know that you are alive. And I tell people, man, this, man, if you are alive and you have breath, you have purpose in your life. Remember that. So let's talk about it, man. We get to this place coming up, man, in Chicago and in the mill. Shout out to the mill, man. We had
shout out to Milwaukee.
So many and everything, man. Great people, great family, great friends, man. One of my great brothers, man, John Thomas, who was on the show, man, from the mill as well. I love it because it likes that humble beginnings taught you your grind, taught you everything to strive for. It literally puts you, I hate to say it, man, put you in another whole gear than most of the other people, man, were at. Let's talk about that, man, of being able to kind of see things, not being able to have, some other things that other people had in their life, the other luxuries they had. Was that something that was a driving force, man, for you?
Absolutely. Drew, I was really blessed in my early teenage years to move to a neighborhood in the north called the Wild Hundreds. We was in the hundreds, right? And that neighborhood was it was semi-preppy and semi-hood at the same time. So we got a little bit of both worlds. You understand me, Drew? So it wasn't always ghetto and always hood. We were kind of preppy as well, but we had a certain type of style and fashion and a certain type of swag about ourselves that was really beautiful. But we, a lot of brothers still got down to the business. So I was able to learn, you understand me, how to keep myself together, but also how to handle the business. You understand me? And that's really what started what you see now. Then I started to, at that time, I started to stray and look into, things like the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and things of that nature. And he started to mold me in such a way to really, stand up straight, and really handle my business and learn how to really be a respectable man, eat to live and live to eat. And when I kind of took on that persona, it was hard for me, Drew. It was hard for me because guys didn't really understand, why, would look at the Muslim or look at the Christianity in such a way when the streets was really what was popping. You know what I mean? But that kind of shifted my gears in such a way and made me look at the entrepreneurial side of things, you know what I mean? Because I seen those brothers in suits and things like that, and that's what's already in me. I've been a good dresser many lifetimes ago.
Come
and
on,
man. And a businessman many lifetimes ago. Lambo.
James, I love that, man, because coming up, man, I came up in New Orleans, man, where we literally, man, we seen it every single day, where you had some amazing people who were always dressed, polished, ready to go. They was about their business, right? Regardless of it and everything, man, what people may see on both sides of the spectrums. In similarities, man, in life, when we see it, we become a reference of that because that's our perspective, right? That's literally, man, our point of reference of what we've actually seen. To be able to see that and then transition yourself into the barber game, man, I thought that was amazing, right? Let's just talk about that, being able to say, man, look, Lamb, we ain't came up in the slums and all of this other stuff. No, we came up in people who were really doing business and they really put a standard for us, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that, man. And now you into the barber game, man, and you're saying, Lamb, I really got to do some things. And talk about where that journey led you, even from the mill in Chicago to other places.
Right. So, the barber space is a space that a lot of brothers, Lambo, is forced to be in. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, being in these segregated cities, these economically racial based cities, getting those good jobs and getting, some quality stuff, especially at 18 and 19 years old, that's out the window, Mr. Lambo. So, you understand me? The barber game was one of those where you automatically, and you didn't even know it was almost like a subconscious entrepreneurial start. You see what I'm saying? So by me being an artist, you understand me, and already having some skills and already being able to see things in a different type of light, the barber game came easy for me. And I began to flourish. And then shout out to my one of my mentors, Mr. Hewley. You understand me? He was, the owner of Hair King. He really showed me, you understand me, how to take, that craft and really turn some real money. He had us working from 5 a.m. in the morning to 9 at night every day, 6 days a week. You understand me? And we were getting some real money. He was taking 50%. But that right there, for a couple years really instilled the work ethic in me. And I really seen that money, and I was able to take care of people that wasn't able to take care of themselves at that time. So the barber game, you understand me, is some brothers' first entrepreneurial step. You know what I mean? And it really tunes you and molds you into, somebody that needs to really go out there and get it. You have to promote, you have to advertise, you understand me? You have to schedule, you have to run your money, you have to have change, you understand me? And you need to be able to, do your thing when it comes to your design techniques and being able to cut folks here. So I really took off in that space. And, when we got to Utah, and this is I may be skipping the story a little bit, but when we got to Utah, I seen where that could take me. And that's where we was able to open up that celebrity barbershop and start drawing that crowd, because I was in the blue ocean at that time. But I don't want to skip too far. That's part of the story.
No. We don't want to skip that far, man, because there's a lot of good parts that we got to go ahead and back up, because the main thing, man, that I loved about it, because you guys know, man, Lambo was in a barber, man, game too as well. They knew me in New Orleans for cutting hair. And that was my thing, man, being able to cut hair and have that entrepreneurial, man, spirit, man, and trying to keep me out the streets, even though I still had my hands in the streets in New Orleans. You can only do but so much. One hand in the barbershop, one hand in the streets. Same thing like in many other cities. The best part about that is that I watched how the importance of entrepreneur and barber was back in that day. And I remember, man, when I was in barber college, man, they said even the president of the United States has to sit down and take his hat off to get a haircut.
That's
You
real.
literally give a person confidence once they get up out of that chair, who literally may have been going through one of the roughest days, weeks, months,
Yeah.
or moments of their life. What was it like, man, when you literally had that entrepreneurship and you're sitting there looking around like, man, this barber game is allowing me to flourish my talents, but also allowing the self-confidence in men, especially in the Black and brown community, that may not have been there, and you being instrumental in that?
That's very, very powerful, Mr. Lambo. That's very, very powerful, because that's when I realized, Mr. Lambo, that these hands can create miracles. You know what I'm saying? That's when I realized that I have the power to change people, to change their lives. You understand me? To change their minds, their thinking, just by putting that fade on them, making sure that line is crispy, and making sure it's in a timely fashion. You understand me? And that really turned, I started thinking, if I could do this for, you understand me, one person, or for a couple people, and then when I, got to the, when I was in the Hair King, you know what I'm saying, if I can do this for 10 hours a day plus, you understand me, then I can do it for myself, you understand me, and keep all the money. But, the barber is like the celebrity of the neighborhood and of the communities. You understand me? They're one of the stars in the communities. So of course, any city you go to, the first thing you're gonna want to do is find you a good barber, because they're gonna be able to tell you what's up, what's down, where not to go. You understand me? Where to go, and vice versa. You know what I mean? So that's one of the things, that really molded me. But if you don't really love it, don't do it, because you'll waste your time in the barber game. I waste many years too, also in the barber game.
Man, you know what? Well, let's talk about that, man,
Yeah,
because man, you 100% right, man. The barber, when we were coming up, man, our barbers in our neighborhood, man, coming up around in the shops, like they were the go-to guys, right? So
yeah,
when you look at the cats running the streets, you're like, all right, I see what you're doing. When you look at the people working real hard to try to make some things happen, okay, I see what you're doing. But when you
yeah,
got to that barber, man, the barber is where everybody, all walks of life, no matter what economic ladder you was on, come sat
right.
in that barbershops. You got a chance to hear real game and see real stuff, man, into that barbershop. One of the greatest things that I got a chance to see in the barbershop, though, was people being able to have a conversation, right?
Yeah,
You had to converse with people. Even if you didn't have that gift of gab, hey, you getting ready to open up, because you have to be more than just sitting down cutting hair. You're the therapist. You're the one that's definitely, man, being a person of light, a person of encouragement, or person to help cheer somebody up, or as we call it, man, we call it, man, turning the light on for some people, right?
yeah,
And some
yeah,
people, man, in your life, when you turn that light on for them, man, they will always remember who you are and who you were
absolutely.
in that space in their life. Let's talk about, man, when you turn the light on, man, for so many people, man, especially, man, of seeing that from the barber space, and now transitioning that into the jewelry game, because you not only just stayed in, the mill, you got a chance
Yeah.
to move to Portland. What was that transition of you moving from the mill to moving to Portland? Was there something out there that you
Oh man.
noticed, a scene, or said, Lambo,
Oh
I gotta
man.
go ahead and tap into this?
Oh man. Here's where the story is about to get good, Mr. Lambo. So during that time, and that's past the barber, time frame, because I started to get into, you understand me, selling shoes and selling watches and things like that on the streets along with my barbering. So that started first. I started to notice, okay, if I get some products, you understand me, and I, have my customers, then I could offer them, some shoes, some Nikes at the time or something like that, or some of these watch sets that I was getting from New York and things like that. Well, it ended up fast forwarded into me opening three stores. You know what I'm saying? I had 3 shoe stores operating at the same time. Now we going into 2008, the real recession. You understand me, Mr. Lambo? I'm talking about the real recession. We seen it happen from day one. You understand? And to make a long story short, you know what I'm saying? We were rocking and rolling, doing great things, beautiful things. And that 2008 hit, and it only took a couple months for things to go downhill. So when things started going downhill, and I had an incident where my stores started getting broke into one night, Mr. Drew, they broke into all my stores, 3 stores at one time. At the same time, simultaneously, broke into them at the same time, broke me off. What did I do? Resilient.
Yeah.
Resilient, wanting to show guys you can't break me down. I go and fill all those stores back up with all the merchandise. What did they do? Come back again. Touch me again. I had a big box truck. We call it the Beast. Me and my guy, RIP till you smile. He just passed away. You understand me? We had a big Beast truck. They stole the Beast truck, turned it around, and ripped the doors off the store and loaded my truck up with the merchandise and took off with it. You understand? So after all that happened, I was like, you know what? In this environment, I cannot prosper. You understand me? Because sometimes in these environments, in our communities, there are some of the worst, evilest, if that's a word, some of the worst places that you can be. And if you got to be around that, you know what I'm saying? Like I tell people all the time, if I'd have stayed in those environments, I probably wouldn't be talking to you. I'm sure I wouldn't be talking to you right now.
Yeah.
Because one of the legends in the Milwaukee just died, Tweezy. He was one of my good customers at that time. And they labeled him Mirror Milwaukee, and he just got killed. So, I was already doing some really major things at that time, but the Lord had a plan, which he always have a plan. He designed it in such a way where those stores got broken off and the money got short, funny. And I was like, you know what? I got to go for my daughter, for my mama, for my brothers. I got to get out of here because if I don't, I'm going to be doing 20 plus. Or else, we know the other option. You understand me? That's not an option, right? So, I took it upon myself, my cousin, May Francis in Portland. Her and her husband, which she's a nurse and he's a scientist. They had a boathouse on the Columbia River. And I called her crying one time, cuz I got to get out of here. If I don't leave tonight or tomorrow, I don't know if I'm going to make it in here. And she was like, cuz, come on. I left out 2009, the inauguration, the same day Obama was being inaugurated. I was on a train out to Portland. When I got out to Portland, it felt like it literally was a breath of fresh air because it was nothing but trees and nothing but opportunity. And I went to work, Drew. I went to work. And what I did is I took my experience, my insurance papers, my licenses, and everything that I had from back then. And I seen an opportunity. They had a 5,000 square foot empty space in the Jansen Beach Mall right next to the Columbia River where we live. I went in there and God was on my side. He had a real blessing for me. I talked to this woman, a white woman, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, you know what? I told her because at that time I had a mentor that was doing teen club plays. So he would get an empty warehouse and he would throw a couple of little couches in there, some pool tables and all that, and he would make a teen club and he would charge $10 to $15 at the door. And I'm talking about this brother was killing the game. You see what I'm saying? And from 7 to 11, he was making crazy money. So I peeped that game and I tried to replicate that, right? So what happened? Check this out, Lambo. She gave me the keys. This how much I was anointed. She gave me the keys to a 5,000 square foot space with no money down.
Come on, bro.
You know what I'm saying? No money down.
Come on, bro. What? I
took the little bread that I had left over, less than $5,000, and I said, I'm gonna put it all into it. So, cuz myself and her husband, we built a stage, we put up some lights, you understand me? A chick I knew out there, she gave me some speakers, and I turned the teen club up. And I'm talking about the Inferno was rocking. You understand? The Inferno was rocking. So it was rocking so hard that the Portland Police Department got wind of it. And when they got wind of it, they went to work on me. You understand me? And they started doing crazy stuff. I didn't know. See, what I didn't know is how racist it was in Portland. You understand me? And it's still that way to a certain extent. So they didn't like the fact that a young brother was able to pull this off, right? So they start they start pointing out that the kids, you know what I'm saying? I'm on the West Coast now. I never been on the West Coast, right?
Yeah.
They start, we playing music, we having dance contests. I'm thinking everything is gravy because they lining up everybody in the circle. We doing it. Well, they actually gang banging. They're doing gang dances. And I didn't know because I never been on the West Coast. So I just thought they was doing whatever local dance they do. So they like, look, they having gang battles in your club. You understand me? We found a gun outside your club. I'm like, come on now, stop it. You understand? If anything else happens like that, we're shutting you down. Make a long story short, they convinced them all that it was a hazard and that somebody was gonna get hurt. So they shut me down. When they shut me down, I was like, you know what? This is not for me. Cuz begged me to stay. You know what I'm saying? We could find another location. But I knew in my spirit and in my heart, it was time to get up out of there. You understand me? So I packed my bags. You understand? And I Googled search because now you got to remember, we're still in the recession. The real recession. You know what I'm saying? Not this little stuff going on. And Salt Lake popped up as one of the, you understand me, best places to be inside of this recession. You understand?
Now hold on. We go because we gotta it's too much fire. We gotta back this one up, man.
Okay.
Because I don't think, man, and the people when they're doing this, right?
Yeah.
That they're actually seeing the progression.
Yeah.
Stepped out on faith.
Yeah.
He said, God, man, look, I wanna make sure if I'm out here, you're gonna catch me.
Right.
God said, man, look, I'm not gonna catch you. I'm gonna bless you. Like it's like that. Like I got you.
Right.
The moment and everything, man, that you did that, you started seeing everything that came together. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, you seeing what vision looks like.
Yeah.
A lot of people in that state, James, you do know, they stop at the fear of what if I try to do something.
Yeah.
Do you understand, man, how big that is? If you did it and then it all started coming together, man. Let's talk about that because at that moment, what made you have that fear and say, I'm gonna take this a backseat, I'm gonna walk in faith, and we get ready to open this up, and then all the stuff started coming together for you.
You know, I'm from a praying family, Mr. Lambo. You know, my uncle, God bless his soul, was a preacher. You understand me? My mom's was heavy in the church at times, and you understand me? We grew up in the church, and I grew up in the masjid. I've always been searching for the truth. You understand me, Mr. Lambo? So, you know, the strength, like I said before, you know what I'm saying? This is not anything that is of this lifetime. This is strength from another lifetime that I'm carrying over into this lifetime. So every time you see some millionaires and all this type of stuff, that's not necessarily this lifetime strength. That may be last lifetime strength that they're carrying over. That's why the Egyptians they made sure that they had everything stocked. So when they get into the next lifetime, they'll have some riches. At least that's what they thought. You understand me? So I look at this like this strength that I'm carrying, and plus I'm a twin. I had a twin sister that died at birth. You understand me? So you're looking at somebody that's carrying double portion. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not scared to walk out on faith because I've already have. You understand me? And that's the real truth of it. So, you know what I'm saying? What's the worst can happen?
Well, I mean, you get that Lambo bell, boy. I mean, you don't even understand what you just said.
Okay.
You said, man,
I might have to play it back.
Yeah, I know you're gonna play it back. We're gonna play it back, viral it back, loop it back, do whatever you gotta do back. We're gonna play it back for the James Mack. You know, that's what we're doing around here. Playing it back for the James Mack, baby. You know, I'm laughing because at birth, you say something where at birth, I had a sister, I had a twin.
Oh, wow.
Didn't make it. So I literally had to carry and push with strength, purpose, double strength, double purpose, double vision, carrying what they couldn't carry. And a lot of times in life, man, a lot of people don't know that you're just not carrying for your last name. You're carrying for someone else who is connected with you and praying that you make it through. Praying that you become that. You
Come on.
understand? Like, you don't
Yeah.
understand how big that is, James.
Okay.
When people don't understand, and that's why I tell people, you can't just take a loss in life and
Yeah.
then that's it. Like, oh man, it's a
Yeah.
loss. I don't want to try. I don't want to do anything. I want to give up. It
Yeah.
doesn't work that way. You are carrying legacy and people attached to you. They are
Right.
rooting you on regardless. So you have to win.
Right.
You have to win. James Mack had to be here with Lambo,
Yes.
regardless, because
Absolutely.
it was destined for you to win.
Yeah. Yeah. And I like to say this, Mr. Lambo, if I may. I tell guys that's down and out, guys that may, they may have been balling at one time and fell off or whatever, and maybe down on their luck. Hey, you are a winner. Why? Because listen, this is a cold thing right here. When you was conceived, when you came out into, you understand me? You know what I mean? Yo dad. Let's just put it like that. You understand me? You had to race against 800 million other individuals. You understand me? Up that canal, you were swimming against the tide. You were swimming upstream. You understand me? Not only were you swimming upstream, you had to break and enter. You already had to do a break. You had to break in. You understand? Only one person can make it inside that egg. And you were the person that made it inside the egg. You understand me? And you were the person that cultivated the egg. You would have meant to be here because you already won. You won the race already, so you can win again. And not only that, you was able to come into this life. So don't ever look down on yourself because you automatically a winner for being here.
That Lambo bell is going off. They telling me to ring it too. Look at them. The chat is telling me to ring it. They like, Lamb, stop it, man. Tell me to ring it. Listen, what you were saying, because we got so much to this story, y'all. Y'all don't even understand it. Like he got so much stuff. Just that right self let you know you were born to win.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to understand that. That should be inscribbled, hashtagged, and everything that you do, everything you say. I'm born to win. God has allowed me to be born to win, regardless of whatever happens in my life or whatever has happened in my life. The thing about it is that most people stop at the trauma and never get a chance to open that next door. You didn't stop at that trauma. You opened that next door, and God let you do door after door after door after door to help other people unlock doors for their life.
Right.
You know, I want you to talk about that, James, because you're in a place now. You're in Portland. You see yourself, man. I see what Vision is doing. I'm seeing myself winning. I see that I can do this thing because I shifted and changed environments.
Right.
Now, you literally say, man, Lambo, I'm Googling up. Like, yo, what place do I go? I'm out west. I'm a mill. I'm from the mill. James Mack from the mill, baby.
Yeah.
I'm out here on my way to these millions.
Yeah.
I get out here. I see success, but I need to pivot. And now all of a sudden you see Utah, Salt Lake City. We got my guy Isidro, and shout out to the rest of them, man. Live in Utah, man, the Salt Lake City area.
Yeah.
Now, we got to say it right now. What is a black man doing going down to Utah? And not only you going down to Utah, turn around saying, yo, we getting ready to duplicate and run it up even more when I get there. Talk to them about you deciding and betting on Utah.
Yeah. So it was crazy because, you understand me, true story. Okay, so upon closing down, you understand me, the teen club, my DJ who lived in Portland decided to sue me and my cousin because we signed a contract with him for, I think it was probably a year of his service because we had big hopes. So instead of just saying, okay, it didn't work out, he decided to sue us, you understand me, for the rest of the months in his contract. So I'm like, bro, why would you do that? Okay. So we made a little settlement with him. So the little change that I did make, I had to hand it to my cousin. She put some little change she made with it, and we get this man some change, right? That knocked my change all the way down. So now I'm down to like, you know what I'm saying, less than, true story, less than $500. You understand me? Cuz going crazy, like, cuz, you don't got no money. You ain't got nowhere to stay, cuz. Why you finna go out there? I'm like, cuz, I'm gonna be all right, cuz. When I get out there, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. You understand me? So I'm like, I'm not going back. That's for sure. I don't want to sit here on you, cuz, as a grown man. I'm gonna go and do what I do. If it don't work out, then I can come back to Portland. But I knew God was gonna work it out. So I packed 3 bags, Lambo. I had 3 big bags, a big army bag and 2 duffels, right? I get on the Greyhound bus. Now at this time I done bought my ticket. I got about 275 left. I'm like, okay, Lord, whatever your will is, Lord, I'm finna go because I'm not going back there. You understand me? And I'm not coming back there either. So I got on a Greyhound bus, called the people in Salt Lake, the homeless shelter. They like, yeah, when you get here, just come on. Yeah, we got some beds or whatever the case may be. I didn't intend on staying in no shelter no long time. You understand me? That's just how I feel about it. When I touch down, I'm gonna meet a female. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna find somewhere to get started. So I get to Salt Lake 7:30 in the morning in July. It's hot. It's like 80 degrees, but it's one of the most beautiful places I ever seen in my life. Mountains everywhere, right? So when I get to this is the oil on my life. When I get to the desk, it's 7:30 in the morning. They letting out. When I get to the desk, I'm like, yeah, I'm here checking in. You know, I just came from X, Y, and Z. She like, baby, you don't need to be here. I want you to call this number. You understand me? And tell them that you just made it and tell them Diane sent you. I said, yes, ma'am. So I called the number. Pastor Rob. I called the number. Pastor Rob answered the phone. Hello? Old white man, right? Old ex-Mormon. I tell him my story. He say, well, don't worry about it. Just come on. We're going to take care of you. I say, okay. I go to Pastor Rob. He on 33rd and 3rd down the street from where I opened my barbershop, but I didn't even know I was going to be there just yet. I get there. They standing in the middle of the street with their hands open. You understand me? He a scraggly little old white man and his wife, a scraggly little old woman. Now I go in the house and he like, you know, you can stay here as long as you want to for free. As long as you give me something. I'm like, okay, you got it, Pastor Rob. I get in the house. It's like 9 people living downstairs and about 10 people living upstairs, right? This is an old Mormon house with like 10 bedrooms, right? It's 9 dogs and 4 cats, 3 birds, and some more things running around. I'm like, this is crazy. He point to the recliner and say, that's your bed right there. Three German shepherds is around the recliner. I'm like, man, come on, you serious? I'm talking about with patches out there for everything. The bathroom's nasty, the kitchen nasty. I'm like, Lord, please, what am I going to do? I'm not going back to that homeless shelter because she told me you don't need to be here. This is Pastor Rob. They had church every day in my bedroom, which was the little recliner every day. Like at like 8 in the morning, they got church. I gotta wake up, get myself together before they have church. I'm gonna show you how God worked, right? So the first day, I'm like, okay, I got to get busy. I go around, I got my tools, I got my bag of clippers, I got everything with me. I'm going around. I go to this one barbershop called Ray's Barbershop by the Utah University. I walk in there, I'm like, man, I'm looking, you know, I'm cut here. I'm trying to get. He say, okay, cut this. Mind you, I'm from a predominantly black area. He say, cut this gentleman up. White man, older white man. I'm like, man, I don't really know. I'm thinking to myself, I don't really know cutting a white here. But anyway, I'm gonna make it happen. So I do the best I can. I get him right. They're like, okay, well, shave this guy. I shave the guy. Now I know how to shave, so I shave the guy because we used to do that at the King. I shaved him good, hit him. You like, okay, start tomorrow. That day I started. We had the news come in and everything. This is how the Lord worked. The light was on me. I'm talking about they came the first day I started. It was some festival or something. So they came to the barbershop. It's my first day. They get right on me. Oh, this is James. He just started. He's from the Midwest, X, Y, Z. Oh man, they start flooding in. I must have looked cute or something. They start flooding in there. We want to see James. Next couple of days, we want to say I didn't made $3,000. You understand me? In about 2 weeks at that barbershop, working overtime from morning to night. You understand? 3 weeks later, I go in one day because I'm like, man, I can't stay here no more. It's crazy, right? I'm waking up, the dog right here in my face, big K9. I tell Mr. Pastor Rob, I'm like, Pastor Rob, I'm getting ready to leave, but I'm gonna hit you. I hit his hand, and you know what I'm saying, it made me a little short on what I was trying to do. So what happened was the Lord made a way because I was looking for a place. I found the place. I went over there. The man said, "Okay, I'll give it to you." Understand me? X, Y, and Z on, you know what I'm saying, in the avenues, and I had my first place. They let me. I started moving in. I laid on the floor for about a month and a half. You know what I'm saying? Just making sure I save up, and you know what I'm saying, it was on from there. You understand me? It was on from there. And from that point, you understand me, I kept grinding, and I opened a shoe store because I still had my shoe store game. And I opened me a little tiny shoe store. And my man Ray started to become a little bit jealous of me because now I'm coming in. I done already made my money and I got employees at my shoe store. And now I'm coming in to do this. And he like, man, we can't do it like that. So I told him, you know what? Don't even worry about it. I quit, man. I quit. And guess what? That day, I went to my landlord where I had the shoe store. He had an empty space next to it. And I was like, hey, man, you mind if I open a barbershop? He was like, no, do you got the cash? At that time, the rent was only $500 for the space. I give him $1,000. Now I got a shoe store and a barbershop next to it. Let's go.
I almost want to take the bell, James, and throw it. Just throw it at this point, man. Just throw it at this point. Yo.
True story.
James.
True story.
When I'm telling you, you know, shout out and everything, man, to resilience in you not stopping, man. I mean, you talking about, yo, I'm packing my bags. When I get there, I don't even know where I'm going. I'm going to the homeless shelter. Like everything we talked about, James, you know, I see myself all into that. Yeah. I seen everything. Been out there homeless with the family and everything, and watched the hand of God provide every step of the way. When you said, I get to the pastor's house and he got the two dogs sitting on it. If you said that the dogs, we'll say this right now, you said that the dogs had made their bed over there.
I'm telling you,
that recliner.
I'm telling you, I would wake up at night, they would be sitting right there looking at me with patches out, and you know, it was crazy. But you know, and shout out D Harp, Danielle Harper. Shout out Danielle Harper, because that was one of my customers that turned into a friend, and she really showed me the ropes of Salt Lake. So I just wanted to get that shout out because she was very instrumental as well.
Shout out to you, D Harp, man, for that. Showing love, man. But you know, the crazy part about it is, you know, a lot of people, man, with pride on their hand would have turned around, looked over at the recliner, them dogs. Oh, I ain't gonna do it. I'm not gonna rock. I'd rather just do this. Yeah. When you're in the middle of transition doesn't always feel good. Right. Transition is just what it is. Transition. Yeah. You're in position that you ain't gonna stay long. Right. Right. And so when you seen that, you said, you know what? I got skills. I know I can come up. It ain't going to take me long because I'm already feeling like I'm at probably the lowest this thing going to go anyway. Yeah. So I'm getting ready to go forward and everything, man. Yeah. I love it because the opportunity came for you to use the blessings in your hands that God has given you. Like, yo, I got to use my talents. I got to get back to the shop to do some stuff. Yeah. I need to add a piece to this story really quick. Hey, come on, add the piece. Come on, James. Don't shortchange the leverage. I'm not. This is a viral moment. I'm sitting on the porch and it's Halloween. This is about a year later. I'm sitting on the porch and it's Halloween. A lady walk up and some other kids, they walk up and they snapping pictures. Right now, this is my first apartment where I told you I got, you know what I'm saying? They snapping. I'm like, excuse me, why are you snapping pictures? She like, oh, you don't know? And I'm like, what do you mean you don't know? She's like, this house is in the book. I'm like, what book? She's like, the book, the serial killer book. And I'm like, what? Like the serial killer book? She's like, yeah, your apartment. Ted Bundy, he used to live here. And I'm like, what? The lady gave me the book. True story. 565 First Avenue. True story. That's the apartment that he lived in. My apartment. The man gave it to me because then nobody else want to live there. True story. Hold on, time out. James, man. True story. James, man. Whoa. Whoa. So now we on America, we on America's Most Wanted files and well,
True
you know,
story.
listen, James, you talking about, they always say it and everything, man, God has a sense of humor. But at that point, when you say, hold on, when you find that out, you sitting there looking at it, you be like, hold on, God, what kind of sense of humor this is? At this point that I'm a part of history, man, right out here. Man, hey, Rod, I'm the same way. Shout out to my guy, man, investing with Rod, my guy, man, in the building. Dude, I'm laughing because I'm thinking to myself, the reason why you actually are put in position, and I hate to say this and everything, man, right now, but I'm going to say it to somebody out there. Yeah. When you have life on the inside of you, no matter what's dead around you, you'll cause the dead things to come back to life.
That's wild. Yeah.
Somebody need to hear that.
Yeah.
And when God has given you a vision, he's giving you something. And when other people ain't taking, like, oh, man, I'm still spooked. Oh, man, man, I got so much life, so much vision, so much strength to my story, so much that I can go for. Give me that room. I'll take it. Now, had you known about it, you know how we come up, man. We hear that. Yo, they did what up in there? Nah, we cool. I know cats still in the same city in New York, though. They'll come out there and be like, yo, Lamb, somebody got shot in there? Yeah, give me that room. We good. We getting ready to play that out and keep it moving. Yeah. But the biggest thing is that what other people look at, right, as an I won't touch, everything you were doing, you were touching. And then you flourish. And it looked like the next thing you touch that, oh, man, I don't know if I can touch that. Your hands touching and flourish. It's like everything you touch, we call it the Midas touch, was turning to gold, James.
Yeah. And what's so powerful about it, Mr. Lambo, is that I had to get out of there, right? So of course, you know what I'm saying, I found me a new place, and my brother, who was dealing with a lot of issues, I moved him out, so we living together and things like that. And the things started taking off, Mr. Drew. I'm talking about the now the barbershop is booming. You know what I'm saying? The celebrities is coming. Charlie Murphy coming in, Gene Wine coming in. I mean, all this stuff is back. I got pictures for all this type of stuff, right? And I'm like, okay, this is really gonna take off. So I say, you know what? Since my barbershop booming like this, somebody actually came. This is another cold story. So things is coming along. I got the shoe store. I didn't pump that up. Soul King shoes. You know what I'm saying? I got the barbershop. Things they coming, but they ain't coming as fast as they need to. So I'm like, Lord, I'm gonna have to do something with this shoe store because it's just not booming the way it should. They're not the jewelry taking off and all that, but now I got another, what I'm saying? I got a ball on my leg, and that's this shoe store that really need to be in a mall or something somewhere. So a lady came along one day out the blue. I put it on Craigslist for sale for $25,000 the store. True story. I'm like, you know what? It's either this month somebody come get it, or I'm gonna have to let it go, because at that time, even $500 a month was still a lot of money when you got that, the rent, 2 stores going. It's just a lot, right? Boom. The lady came in, an ex-stripper or a current stripper, with a white dude, and she was looking around. I'm like, can I help y'all? She's like, is this store for sale? I'm like, yes, ma'am. God had it such a way to where I was helping a customer at the time, and they seen me helping that customer at the time. It's just a lady walked in, I'm just helping her find some shoes. Boom, they walk in. Is it for sale? I'm like, yes, it's for sale. Can you come right back because I'm busy? I want to finish with this customer. That move right there sold her. She came back. She was like, well, I see you have it listed for 25,000. Will you say 20? And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, yes. But I'm like, I don't know. Come back tomorrow. We'll talk about it. She's like, please, just take the 20. We'll have it tomorrow. I'm like, all right. So that night, of course, I can't sleep because I'm like, man, I hope this really work out, whatever the case may be. Next morning, I open early. Somebody come in, and next morning, they waiting at the door for me to buy some shoes. I'm like, this crazy. So now I'm thinking like, man, I shouldn't even sell this store. I don't know. They come right in while I'm selling the shoes. Oh, whoa. Oh, I'm glad to see you got some customers. Okay, well, go ahead and finish with them. We got something for you. Finish with them. That man pulled out $20,000 cash. I gave him. We did all the business. I walked next door and wiped my hands clean and started to play all over again. Then I went to go open the store in the mall, the jewelry store that gave me the money to actually open the kiosk in the jewelry store, Valley Fair Mall, and that's really when it took off. That's when we was going. Now I'm making thousands because what happened was the Indian reservations was right down the street in Utah, so they would get like thousands and thousands of dollars. Even their kids was getting $1,000, and they'll come like once a month and clean us out. I'm talking about spending 20,000, 25,000. They don't care because they get this money every month anyway. So they coming every time I see them coming, I'm like, oh, thank you, God. They spending like 11,000 and all this old type of crazy money, right? Full price. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta get to this part. So one day everything's going fine. I'm talking about good. I'm like my lady at the mall. She's like, you know what? I got a whole setup. She's like, we finna move you out this setup, and we finna go ahead and move you to a real store because you prove yourself. And I'm like, all right. So I called my mom's. Actually, she called me, and I'm like, Mom, I'm finna get ready to move it to a real store. And she's like, son, I got something to tell you. I got leukemia. I just came to the emergency room, and they want to do emergency chemotherapy tomorrow. I'm like, what? Oh my God. So I shut down for a minute, fly out there. Now I realize I gotta shut this down and go out here to help my mom, because the doctor's sitting there like, okay, your mom's is pretty much about to die. And we're gonna have to do, in order to keep her alive, we're gonna have to do 4 rounds of chemotherapy over 8 months. And every round is gonna take her about a month and a half just to get back together because the chemo is so powerful. I go back like, oh man, what I'm gonna do? My Chinese lady that leads me, she was like, please don't close your stores. Like, your mama gonna be all right. I'm thinking to myself, like, you don't even know. So what I do, I close the stores. I'm talking about mid-strike. I try to have my man's Carlos hold it down, but he too busy doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? My barbershop going. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna have to shut the barbershop on, because when I went out there, and as I'm, you know what I mean, going back and forth in a small time frame, they ain't checking my money right. They ain't get my money right. So, you know, I'm gonna have to close it. Man, I closed both of them stores and went broke. You understand? And sat there every day in that hospital for 8 months. And I'm talking about, she was on the deathbed. And when she made it through, I got up out of here. And what happened? My friend, Dan D. Hart, was here in Charlotte. She had left Utah and came to Charlotte and set up shop. And she was like, you know what? Hey, come on to Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? It's an open playing field. And that's how I got to Charlotte. Yeah. Once again, Lambo. And I'm like, you know what? I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna ask twice. You know, mom straight now, she in remission. She like, go ahead, I'm good. I ain't going back to Utah because I gotta start all over out there. No, that's not gonna happen. So I came and slept on my homegirl couch. Shout out to D Harp. Slept on her couch for 30 days. You understand me? Another 30-day round. Probably, I think it was actually 2 months. It was like 60 days. You understand me? And she got me a job. I worked that little job and stacked my money up. And then mom's got the cancer, came back again, just that quick. Boom. And now I got to go back and forth trying to figure it out. But God had an ultimate plan, because I, you know what I'm saying, I got a cool little apartment in Ballantyne. You understand me? That worked out. And then guess what? I went down there with my homegirl, with my good friend, you understand me, girlfriend at the time, Tiffany, you understand me? We went down to the epicenter just to walk around. And I seen a kiosk. And when I seen that fire, I seen that kiosk, and I called that lady. I said, this kiosk for rent? She said, oh yeah, we're looking for somebody. What do you do? I said, I sell jewelry. She said, oh, that's wonderful. We would love to have a jewelry store inside of the epicenter in the kiosk. I said, okay. Mr. Lambo, do you know them folks made me stand out there for 2 years in outside? I stood outside in that kiosk. Everybody that came for the CIAA, everybody that came to everything know about James Mack standing outside in that kiosk selling jewelry for 2 years. Rain, sleet, or snow. I remember vividly one day, you understand me? This man walking past, it was like Christmas Eve. It was snowing and everything. I'm out there freezing. Froze talks to me. He said, young man, you crazy. And I was like, no, I ain't crazy. I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to do what I got to do. He said, you know what? You're going to make it, young man. Keep doing what you do. But you something else. And he walked off, and I'm like, yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? During that time, you know, that 2 year time frame of standing outside, that's when I met Jordan. You understand me? That's when I started meeting Mr. Wentfield, Jordan brother, Larry Jordan, you understand me? James Jordan, you understand me? I'm talking about celebrities, and it's all started building up. The CIAAs, the belt bowls, and all this, you know what I'm saying? And we going up. We going up now. You understand me? And and then some more things happen.
A lot of people don't know, but I mean, everything he's saying, he's backing it up, y'all. I mean, literally, man, we got for those who don't, man, but keep it 100, we got photos right here.
Yeah. The proof is in it. The proof is there.
Proof is in the pudding. Who this is right here? Who this is right here?
That's Tracks NYC right there. You understand me? I've been, dealing with him for a while, you know what I mean? Trying to learn how viral and how cold he is at the business. Everybody know, I know him personally by my suit, but everybody know Tracks NYC.
Look. He and we got another one. A lot of people don't even know who this is.
Yeah, that's Miss Carolyn right there. That's the owner of Alex and Annie, billionaire. You understand me? She put, okay, this is what's cold about her. Guess what she did? She is the reason why you got the big three right now. Ice Cube. She put the money up for Ice Cube to start the big three. You understand me? So that's how, you know what I'm saying? And she just started a line with Snoop, Love Child, that I'll be potentially designing for here shortly. But that's how powerful that woman is. She is like an abolitionist. She put the millions up for Ice Cube to do that big three thing.
Man, come on now. And when you talked about, man, more people, Damon John, Shark Tank and everything.
Yeah.
Love is seeing. I even heard you mention Snoop. This is picture
me and Snoop, we rock.
G, baby.
Me and Snoop, we rock. We rock. Snoop is a good person, because when I got to the line to talk to Snoop, they were trying to cut me out because I was the only brother in the super duper VIP area. You understand me? And they was like, okay, no more. And Snoop was like, no, let my little homie come in. And I was like, Snoop, good looking, you know what I'm saying? And then we chopped it up. And I just had a meeting with Snoop people down here in Miami just a couple of days ago, and we getting ready to do some big things.
Bro, come on, man. Look, that's what persistence looks like, man. Look at this.
So
man.
This right here, this picture right here is what I'm speaking of. This is right before Mom's called me and told me she had the leukemia. This is where we going. This is DJ Paul, Crunchy Black, 36 Mafia. They didn't came. Shout out to my homeboy, Mr. Bird, out in Salt Lake. You understand me? He didn't set it up, and now DJ Paul is coming to my barbershops getting haircuts, and DJ Paul is messing with me like, oh yeah, we're finna come up there and get some pieces. I'm finna bring Crunchy up there, and I'm finna bring what's the name too up there? You understand me? The other member, I can't think of the name right now, but yeah. So we rocked and rolling, and that kiosk, what I turned that came from a kiosk, and then right behind there where it say Urban Express, that store closed down, and she was like, you getting ready to move right there. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's on and popping. We finna get it popping. And Mom's called me like, son, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah. But
it was a reason for everything.
A reason for everything. I mean, look at this. Even boxing champs.
Yeah.
Holyfield, man. Come on, man.
I remember I was telling Holyfield, I was like, Holyfield, I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? Me like, this is when I'm going back and forth at this time with Holyfield. They still give me the celebrities. I'm running back and forth. And he like, you know what, young man, you gonna be all right. I lost $400 million and I'm still here. So if I could lose that type of money, that little money you worried about ain't nothing. Just keep doing what you're doing. And I'm like, okay, all right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? We did some business, and good man, Holyfield a good dude. I mess with Holyfield. Yeah,
Holyfield a real deal. I wanna talk about that because I think that, man, there's so many people right here, and I really want to go ahead and give you a shout out to D Harp, man. I see she's in right here in the comments, man.
Yeah.
Her being able to make that transition when a person is mentally, you're in and out, you're trying to figure out, man, is my mom getting ready to live? You're going to be here. I'm focused on business. And that's always, man, the torn between of, do we do business or do we take care of fam? You chose to take care of fam. Yeah. And it looked like it backfired, but it actually was a setup to even launch you out even higher. Shout out to D-Hawk, man. Yeah. For I got you. Like, I'm going to hold you down, fam. If you come out here, set up shop, We
Yep.
get ready to go ahead and make some stuff happen. Out of
Yeah.
some of your greatest testings comes your biggest blessings.
Right.
God always uses people. He put the right people in the right paths. And he put
Yeah.
D Harp in the right path for you to be like,
Absolutely.
yo, I give you another couch. It may not be like the ones with the dogs on it and the recliners that you came out of. You know, we're going to be a whole lot better than that, J Mack. But
Yeah.
give you this so that you can actually see you getting ready to flip this thing right side up. You say, yo,
Yeah.
man, it was only 2 months. And
Yeah.
I got on my feet and I was able to start doing some stuff. Y'all
Yeah.
seeing the proof in the pictures, man, with everybody, man, connected because of resilience and never giving up. That's
Right.
that dog that's inside of you, that lion that's inside of you,
Right.
just voracious and that doesn't give up. So
Right.
now we in North Carolina, right?
Yeah.
We get there, we in NC, man. You setting up
Yeah.
shop, you see stuff happening. Then we have a major thing that happens once you're there. Talk to
Oh
me
man.
about that. Another setback, James, man.
Another setback for setup. So everything is rocking good, Mr. Lambo. I'm knocking them back right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm dealing with the Jordans. I'm dealing with the celebrities. Montel Jordan coming through. I got, you understand me? Just I'm talking about back to back. They just coming. CIAA is putting me in position to really have the celebrities coming back to back. And then we have a scenario where a brother got killed by the police here in Charlotte. This is before the George Floyd now. Okay, a brother got killed by the police here in Charlotte. And they tore Charlotte up. You understand? They came through and tore the whole epicenter up. I had the kiosks. They flipped my kiosks all upside down. They then tore the whole place up. So when that happens, that kind of was like a slowdown of things because people were scared to come back uptown. You understand me? So it took about a year. Literally, it took about a year for that to come back. Now, in that time frame, now they're like, after this is the blessing, Mr. Lambo. After that, you know what I'm saying, that situation get torn up, they changed the management staff in the epicenter, right? So the new management comes, but my lady's still there. That gave me the kiosk. You understand me? Shout out to Christina. If you ever see this, Miss Christina, shout out to you. Now she's like, okay, them people, this is racism, but she's acting like an abolitionist right now. She's like, okay, that management is gone. We got a new management, but in between there, we're gonna get you in this store. You understand me? We're gonna get you in a pop-up. So she got me into a pop-up situation. You understand me? That doing CIAA, one CIAA, it was booming. I'm talking about I made thousands of dollars. Then that led to another permanent location because when they seen the revenue that I was bringing in, they was like, okay, yeah, cool, he can do that. So we got the other establishment downstairs and we grew that thing. And so now we looking at 2019 going into 2020. We got the All-Star game, we got CIAA, we have the Belt Bowl, we have all this. Now at this point, Mr. Lambo, and this is a true story, I didn't gross about, I would say, close to $150,000 in that time frame, right? And just in those 3 months between December of 2019 and the beginning of 2020, you understand me? Now we had a pandemic, you understand me? And the city was shut down. They shut the city. I remember they shut the city down March 19, 2020. They shut the city down and we didn't open back up for like 3 or 4 months. You understand me? Now, during that time, we in the house, really can't do nothing. But during that time, you know, I'm building and I'm working and everything. And then we open the store back up. When we open the store back up, Mr. Lambo, then George Floyd get killed. When George Floyd get killed, you understand me? Then they come and tear the whole city up. The whole city of Charlotte gets torn up. They going at war with the police and they break in my store, uptown Charlotte. They break in it. We got the black business on the windows. They break in it and take a lot of the merchandise. And so that was a major setback right there because we had to, you understand me, bounce back from that, you understand me, wait on the insurance and all these different type of things. But it was a blessing because we got some good donations. They donated to us, you know, the Jordan family, the NASCAR family shot us some money. So we had a little something to float with and things just never came back. it just never came back together. You understand me? So during that time, I'm like, Lord, what do I do now? This store uptown after the pandemic is trash. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's coming back to work anymore. And then on top of that, we have the George Floyd that took place, and they done went to war, literally war in the streets with these police. You understand me? And nobody wanting to come up here anyway at this point. So the store, the epicenter, goes into foreclosure because the business go down the drain. All the clubs leave, all the restaurants leave. It's just me. It's Taylor Smoke, the other black-owned business that moved in here. We both started around the same time, and then a couple more little stores in there, but that's it. So I'm like, Lord, what I'm gonna do next? You know, we facing adversity again. Lord say, my man's shout out to Henry. He has a wedding. I just bumped into him through my man's through one of my good friends. You understand me? Big Tay. You understand? Shout out Big Tay. He calls me and say he ain't having a birthday. He having a wedding in Miami. Is you going? I'm like, yeah, I'm going. We go down to Miami. In the middle of the between the wedding and the reception and these type of things, the weekend, I'm walking around Brickell. I see a spot. During this time, I done got a little bit of change from the pandemic money and all that. You understand me? So I got a little bit of change on me. I see the spot. I call them. Hey, is this store for rent? This guy on the phone is like, man, we would love to give you this store. You don't have, you want to see this store? You want it? It's yours. I mean, the energy is through the roof. He's like, what do you do? So I got to prepare everything, make a deck, you know what I'm saying, showing insurance, everything. I get all that together, showing to him. He like, you know what? This store is yours. You belong in Miami. When you're moving in, the down payment is crazy. It's like 25 G's, but I got it. You understand me? So part of my pandemic money, when everybody was buying cars and all this other stuff, I went and put that money for that down payment for that store in Miami. And that's the truth. I don't got to hide it. I ain't got to be embarrassed about it and none of that. That's what I did. And I took another 15,000 and put it into it and bought merchandise and some merchandise and bought, you know what I'm saying? Me got the store up and running, got it going. You understand me? And that was one of the best moves I could make because I started meeting all type of millionaires, and I met one particular millionaire and one of the coldest women, black women in Miami, Miss Robbie Bill. And that woman was so powerful. She said, you coming with me, young man. And she showed me all the powerful people in Miami, everybody. And to this day, I'm still finding connections through that woman. Shout out Miss Robbie Bill. And even though, you know what I'm saying, the store didn't last because I gave it my all, but I wasn't quite ready. But now I'm ready. But I wasn't quite ready at the time. But we did something that nobody else did ever before. I was the first black-owned luxury establishment in Brickell ever. You understand? And that my name is stamped on that. You understand?
The resilience of levels. Regardless
True story.
of everything, man, you know, and I keep telling people that regardless of how many of your setbacks, your roadblocks, everything that tries to stop you, like, do you have the will to win? If you were born to win, do you have the will to win? And some people and everything, man, like I said, after struggle after letdown, they just give up. James Mack, you did not give in. You did not give up. You didn't fold, as what we said. You stayed 10 toes down, man, and you kept going, man. You said, God, man, you my compass, you my faith. I'm going to leave it to you. A wedding, literally, you know, with your man's going see there, you turn around, go down to Miami, and next minute you know, you like, hold on, how do I get from the George Floyd, the protest? How do I get from COVID? How do I bounce back from that? And God says, yo, go to a wedding. You get to the wedding, and then boom, James Mack is literally in Miami, in Brickell, which if you know the area, you know I love Miami, so I'm down there all the time. Shout out to my little bro, Mr. Miami J. Williams. Literally, Miami is the city where definitely you can make some things happen.
Absolutely.
You're in Brickell, one of the most affluential places. Taking money that Jordan and them. Now, see, you got to remember the Jordan family and them, they gave you some money too. So, yo, I'm going to put this down on my vision. I'm going to invest in myself, bet on myself, and see where this thing going to go. You meet with Robbie. Shout out to Robbie. You
Yeah.
meet with her.
Robbie Bill. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Robbie Bill literally, man, begins to take you to other
Yeah.
connections and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The dream and everything, man, is not denied. It was just deferred.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Because at the time, I was thinking stupidly, and you know, at the time, you know, before I went down there and seeing that, before God touched me on that, and I'm gonna tell you why I pulled the trick on that too. But I just want to say I was looking at a Lambo myself. I'm like,
Yeah.
ooh, I can really get this Lambo right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like fooling myself, thinking crazy. You know what I'm saying? And something moved me and was like, man, come on now, stop it. You know what I'm saying? I was finna go and grab that Lambo. But when I got down there and started working on the store, I was sitting out there one day and I was doubting myself, and I'm like, God, do I really want to spend this money? You know what I'm saying, on this? Like, I could be doing so many more things. And guess what?
Yeah.
Right next to me, Mr. Lambo, Alonzo Mourning came and sat down with his two kids. And I had to do a double take. I was like, and he was like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, yeah, I'm about to open up a store right there. He's like, oh, yeah? Okay, well, let me know when you open it. You know, I get some of the guys and bring them down here. And I'm like, I'm sold. Let's go. That's a true story. Alonzo Mourning. I'm asking God, I'm like, God, should I do this? Because this is most of the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, what I'm gonna do? Like, Alonzo Mourning comes sit right next to me. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's time to go.
See,
You know
see, the thing about it is that we cashing in on everybody else's vision but our own.
Yeah.
You understand? We doubling down on everybody else's vision with our own. We double down on their vision every time we wake up in the morning to go punch that clock, to go work for someone else, to go sit up here, man, and say, yo, we're gonna submit to someone else because we don't really believe in us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have the flex. Let me be real. I know a lot of guys. They kind of Lambo for the flex. They're like, yo, Lamb, I need to get the keys to the Lambo and everything, man. Show me how to get it. I need to get into it, man. How we gonna finance? How we gonna do this? They get it, and then they find out. They say, yeah, you still stuck with that payment.
Yeah.
But they're not cash for it. You trying to, you can't be out here, man, being hood rich.
Yeah.
Thinking that you out here doing it when literally, man, you're struggling to pay your bills. And I know a lot of them out there who's struggling to pay the bills. You know, Lambo always get money with them.
Yeah.
You're doubling down and saying, yo, I'm betting on myself.
Yeah.
But you know one thing, that stuff was getting ready to bounce back in your favor.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And the best part about it is funny, you mentioned Alonzo Mourning. He shoot at the studio we just shot at. They do the whole thing. So I'm laughing that he came sat next to you and God had to show you like, boy, I got way more for you than that, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So the feeling, let's talk about that because we've seen the success. We've seen Brickle. We've seen stuff happen. And then all of a sudden, you literally pivot from meeting some instrumental people and you're saying, you know what? Okay, God, I see that this door looked like you closed this door, but opened up more doors. Yeah. And you said, man, yo, I met all these great people. I came out with something that I want to help people who was in my journey, help their journey become better. Let's talk about that vision because I don't think that when most people, man, they get the level of success and seeing things happen back and forward, and then next minute, you know, they see doors closed, they see doors shut.
Right.
And they say, man, what's next? Your what's next came to go ahead and give back to people. Right. Let's talk about it and everything, man. What came from literally after the doors was closed, and you saying, God, what do I do next?
So, So now I got the office space and I'm waiting to move because I actually didn't lose the store. I chose to move into another space called the Metro Mall. So it was a brand new building on Flagler Street on First that they had renovated. And this guy, Mr. Levy, he was redoing the whole thing. So they had sold me on, somebody had told me about it. I went up there, they sold, you know, they was remodeling and getting it right. And the lady I spoke to, Miss Isis, hey, shout out to you, Miss Isis. If you ever see this, she was like, you need to be here. So go ahead and close that Brickle store and come here. So that's what I actually did. It wasn't that I lost the store. It was like I was like a new company that came and bought the Mary Brickle Village from New York. They raised the rent from $7,500 to $11,000. And I was like, damn, do I really want to pay 11,000? Because at the moment, I'm not really seeing it like that. You know what I'm saying? You really need like 5 to 6 times the rent to really be sustainable. And that, you know, after that war started, the Ukraine, that started right then, the Ukraine and Russian war. And that really had an effect on things. So I'm like, okay, boom. So that store is still pending because the Mr. Levy, he never paid no money on the loan. We find out they kept putting it off. Oh, next month, next month. Here we are, a year later, a year and a half later. What's going on? Y'all keep saying a year later. I mean, a month later. Then the news broke. He never paid any money on the $25 million loan, and then boom, he gone. You know what I'm saying? So some new people got it. We still in position now. In the meantime, the Lord got me in my office downtown Miami designing. I'm doing my thing. And then, you know, with the Black and Jewelry Coalition, they let me set up my first booth at JCK in Las Vegas. So we doing major things. We rocking with Sis, Simone I. Smith, LL Cool J wife. I mean, we doing major things, and we're doing it. So fast forward to this last couple months, right? So we go out there in June, and I'm doing what I do. Everybody know me in the industry, every top individual. That's why I say I'm the most known unknown, because everybody know me at the top, but not many people know me at the bottom or just around in this common thing when we start talking about, you know, just the regular everyday Joe Blows that might be in the trap or whatever the case may be. And they might shop with, you know, Johnny, or they might shop with, you know, Johnny that's in Miami, and things of that nature. But the top know me. So I'm like, somebody pulled me to the side, and because I'm designing, but I'm still thinking, you know, what's my next move? You know what I'm saying, Lord, what's my next move? Because now I'm still waiting on this store in Miami to this day. I got my design office. It's not really pulling in that much revenue, let's be honest, but I'm still making money. I still got good clientele that's in Miami in general, right? And Charlotte, right? So boom, somebody pulled me to the side and said, James Mack, we've been watching you for a minute. And we see that shout out Nails Bells. This who actually Nails Bells from BIJC. She know who she is. She's like, why don't you start teaching? Because you got so much wealth. We see all the history. Your history is not a mystery. You got it all set up. You need to start teaching. You need to start doing some courses. Now in Miami, I didn't follow the courses, people. I didn't follow the Stormies. I didn't follow the Bandman Kevos. I used to live right across the street from him in the Kiowa, the Bandman Kevos, and the list goes on. So that's been a part of my mind frame. Like, man, I got to get my course, but I didn't know what was the real pull when it comes to people wanting to be jewelers. You understand me? Because I still don't see nobody in the spaces I'm in the rooms that I'm in, Mr. Lambo. But God touched me and said, your next step to make the millions, your next revenue to turn from, you understand me, unknown to a known, is to give the people something they can actually use. Because we're in a time frame right now where folks need new skill sets. And it's not many of us that's a household name that's jewelers, Mr. Lambo. So, you know, I said, you know, I'm touched. Shout out to D Harp Media, who helped me put this awesome course together. This course is ridiculously awesome. And I said, you know what? I'm going to give this thing away for only $99. All this struggle, all this pain, all this triumph, everything I done went to, I'm gonna package this thing up because I'm in a blue ocean and can't nobody touch it. Mr. Lambo, don't nobody have a social proof. No one has the pictures. No one has the stories. No one has the ability and the strength. So I have something that I can give to others that's worth something, Mr. Lambo. I almost want to tear up right now. You know what I mean? Because it's too real. You know what I mean? And people out there, we're not giving, we live in an environment right now, Mr. Lambo, where, you know what I'm saying, our people is so programmed to think white ice is colder. I had so many people come to me and say, oh, that's nice what you're doing, but I went to Johnny, man. I went on and spent, you know what I'm saying, 20 bands with Johnny, man, because, you know, he's official. I'm official too. I'm making for scratch. Yeah. Johnny came to my store in North Carolina to mentor me.
Yeah.
The pictures is the proof. I got the proof. He's in my store. You understand me? But we so programmed to think that the white ice is colder.
Yeah.
Now I need to become a celebrity in order for you to buy it.
You know, I think that most people need to hear this, man. You don't see the passion, you don't see the drive, you don't see what God has placed in your life. You know, James Mack has seen some of the roughest days, toughest days, but came back so you can see some of your better days. You know, I'm laughing because, you know, he mentioned, you know, him across the street to Kevo, and we joked about it. I was actually on the phone with Kevo earlier today. Good cat of mine, man. So we laughed.
And just real quick, Mr. Lambo, I
Yeah.
remember, and I got to say this, Bandman Kevo, if you ever watch this, I remember standing in the front of Mary Brickell Village, and Bandman Kevo pulled up. And I was talking to him, and I was like, Kevo, I just need you to see this store, man. It's really worth it, and I'll pay whatever to, you know what I'm saying, get an ad from me. And he told me no at that time. You know what I'm saying? He told me no. That don't mean that I don't take it personal, but he was like, nah, man, I'm cool. And I'm like, Kev, like I'm really trying to do something, bro. I got you. Like whatever you need me to, I can clean your jewelry, I can do whatever, and I got some money for you too. Like I can give you like 500 right now. He's like, no, I'm cool, man. You know what I'm saying? And kept it moving on me. Yeah. That's just how much we support each other. Really? I don't take it, ain't nothing personal. Shout out to Bandman Kevo.
Yeah. Well, nah. Listen, shout out to Kevo. You know, I'm gonna talk with Kevo about it, man. Like, yo, Kevo.
He'll know exactly what I'm talking about, right in front of Moxie's.
Yeah. It's gonna be official, man. You know, the one thing I know about Kevo is big on courses, right? And now, see, the thing about it is you brought something of value to give back to people and entertainment in the game, man. And you know, $99, I literally look at when a person writes a book, when a person gets a course, when a person actually makes something, a product to give back to people, that's a piece of them that they're investing of a little small piece of their testimony. Yeah. And I love that, man, for somebody to be able to be tapped in with you for only $100, man. Yeah. Literally your journey, your story, your great, but not just that, to learn from someone in the game who has seen it. Seen the insides, the outs, the glitz, the glamours behind closed doors. And you got a chance to meet some amazing people in your journey.
Yes, absolutely.
Thing about it is, man, you've been like, Lamb.
Yeah.
When they gonna really go ahead, man, and bet on themselves now?
Exactly. Because you know what? They not gonna bet on us. You know what I'm saying? Like DJ Khaled said, he said a famous line, God did, you understand me? And I remember having a long conversation with DJ Khaled, and it got so frustrating to the point where I was like, all right, Khaled, you will see. And when I said that, he was like, nah, that's the attitude. Yeah. And I was like, okay. So I got to circle back on DJ Khaled and Floyd Mayweather, because when I came out of my office one day, Floyd Mayweather was standing out there, and I was like, Floyd, you know what I'm saying? I got some, can I give you my card? I got something special going on. We wanted the black jewelers down here. He was like, he told one of his security guards, like, yeah, go and get his card. We only mess with the best, though. You know what I'm saying? So we only mess with the best. So I'm going to circle back on you too, Mr. Mayweather. Believe that.
Oh, man. Listen, it's coming back. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
The funny part about it is everything, man, comes back full circle.
Yeah.
You know, I got a chance last night, and my wife don't. She knows it. She's like, my husband get in his zone. He's in his zone. I'm always studying. Yeah. So I watched the Tony Yayo, man, interview. Okay. The podcast on Club Shay Say. One of the things he kept saying, man, in these days, people talk about glazing, you know, and that's when you go ahead, man, and you always giving flowers and everything, man, to somebody for them actually turning on the lights for you, right?
Right.
The biggest thing, though, in life, man, that I always talk about is a man's resilience to be able to have the success of others to be successful. Yeah. For today, for those who are out there, you heard the story of James Mack. Yeah. You heard the testimony. You heard the resilience. You heard the triumphs. You heard the ins, the outs, the backs, the forwards, the wins, the losses of James Mack. Yeah. But now he's giving you an opportunity to say, hey, you really want to go ahead and learn some stuff. I'm going to help you learn what I've learned for what it didn't cost me and all the losses and all the lessons in my game.
Right.
I'm giving it to y'all, man, for literally, man, $100.
Yeah.
Jump up in here, man, and see if this is for you or not. You know,
and if you don't want it for yourself, then do it for somebody else. You understand me? And if you don't want to do it for somebody else, then just do it in general. You understand me? Because we put so much struggle in, and we are our own banks. We
Facts.
are our own banks.
Facts.
So pour into me so I can pour into others. So we won't keep seeing the stuff that we seen in Charlotte and things of this nature when folks is just losing their mind because they have nothing else to live for.
Facts.
Stop playing.
Stop playing and tap in. Look, tonight we gonna do our part, man. Tonight, you know, Lambo gonna put literally, man, my money where my mouth is. I'm gonna sponsor 3 people, man, to come literally sit in your master class, man, and really going ahead, man, and tap in, man. If you really want to be in my guy James Mack master class, let me know how they can tap in, man. We're gonna show them how to win tonight, man. You know, right here. We're gonna pick 3 people.
And what I'm gonna do, Mr. Lambo, I'm gonna match your 3 with 3 free spots. So that's 6 spots. You understand me? For people to get ahead and get this knowledge and get this understanding. If you apply it, that's on you. That's on you. You can't say we didn't give it to you. You understand me? But we give you the game. We give you the knowledge. We're showing you how to become a jeweler.
Stop playing, man. You say you matching my 3. Now, literally,
we
did not talk about this for y'all to know. My hand and God. Did we talk about we giving away slots, doing all? I didn't say this. This is something that I felt I'm getting ready to bless some people with. You came back, man, boy. I'm getting ready to match me with that.
Match
6 of y'all getting ready to go. I don't know who it is. You know, how we gonna pick these 6, James? Talk to me, man.
Well, it's a beautiful thing. It's a link in my bio, but you can go to becomeajeweler in90days.com. Becomeajeweler in90days.com. Or you can go to my Instagram, James Mack Miami, and click the link in the bio. I just put up all type of stuff, so you can find that link to where you can enter your name and stuff like that. And then we're gonna go ahead and pick them 6. You understand me? And trust me, this is a master class of master class you've never seen before. This is the start of many, but this is gonna be so. I'm gonna pour my heart out in this thing. I'm gonna give it to you raw. I'm gonna show you why they cheating you. Why all these rappers running around talking about they spend 100 and 200? That is a lie. That's a lie. They did not spend 100. And if they did, then they need to get this master clause because they just got ripped off. And that's the honest. And they don't mind ripping off these people. They don't mind ripping them off. And I'm standing behind the scenes now looking at it. I'm not in front of the counter no more. I'm behind the counter. You understand? So I know. You understand? So they don't want me to do this. Trust me. They don't want me to do this, but I got to do it because this is the next level of the business.
Y'all heard it from the man himself and everything, man. My guy, man, Mr. James Mack. Listen, what's the name of the site that they can go to? First 6. Listen, y'all, First 6. Y'all go there. It's on. What's the name of the site? Where can they go? Is it literally in your bio right there, man?
It's in the bio. They can go to becomeajeweler in90days.com. Becomeajeweler in90days.com. They can go to my Instagram, James Mack Miami, and go in the bio. Click the link. It's there. Or they can click any of the new reels that's up. The link is in the reels. You understand me? Or you can shoot me a DM. You understand me? You can shoot me a DM. We can give you the proper instructions to go right into it. You understand me? However, you can hit up Lambo. I'm going to give him the information. You understand me? When we do what we got to do, he can point you in the right direction. There's no excuse. You understand me? My proof is there. So you can't say I did it. The biggest jewelers in the game do not have the connections that I have. Lord bless me and put that order in my life to be able to walk in them rooms with Snoop, with Carolyn. You understand me? With, you understand me? The big names, David Urine them. You know what I'm saying? I've been in rooms with these people. You know what I'm saying? At galas, at balls with these people. These people know James Mack. You just don't know James Mack, but you actually do. God put it in your heart and in your mind. You know James Mack, but now you're actually going to get to know James Mack. So let's make it a household name. It's not for me. It's for the world. It's for us. Trust me. I'm not a selfish person. It's for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because we have to, my ultimate goal, Mr. Lambo, one of my ultimate goals is to help these brothers that's walking around. And I talk about it all the time on my YouTube, is to help these brothers that's laying on these grounds. That brother that just killed that young lady in Charlotte. That I know what that brother was going through. I lost my brother and my cousin in Charlotte. I didn't even tell you. Listen to this, Mr. Lambo. I walked in on my brother dead. here in Charlotte or in Charlotte. I walked in on my brother dead. Called the police, called the coroner. They came, picked my brother up, put him in the thing, rolled him off, and I went to go open my store because it was the Deltas weekend, and my man who was working for me called me while I was crying my eyeballs out and told me that we got a line around the corner of Deltas that wanted to come to support their black business because we had flyers and everything going out before that. So I had to run from scraping my brother up out that apartment to opening my store and holding it together so we could serve those wonderful ladies of the Deltas. Come on with that $100, man.
Y'all see it. Y'all already know he coming with it. It's the information is on the screen. I got it. Become a jeweler in 90days.com. That's it, right?
That's it.
Y'all go to
That's
the
all
web.
it takes for you to get yourself together, get in the game. And you know what I'm saying? We got another package, but I'm gonna discuss all that. I don't want to give you too much. Like they say, you can't feed a baby steak. So y'all get the first package first, and then I'm gonna tell y'all what I actually can do for y'all if you just need that one-on-one, if you need to learn how to make pieces, if you need that hands-on down in Miami mentorship, that's a whole different scenario. But we not hitting nobody over here like that. We're trying to make it affordable for you so you can learn how to change your life. Because if you ain't got nothing else you can do, one thing that's made millionaires, you can look at, you understand me, all the David Urim, you can look at, you understand me, all these, Calvin Klein, you know what I'm saying, dude that just died, what's the name? These are all billionaires in the space. Yeah. These are billionaires in the space, and you can be a billionaire too. It all depends on how bad do you really want it. Everybody is different. You not me. You know what I'm saying? You may have a whole community full of, you know what I'm saying, me people that hustle and got money. And that's your first clientele base. Yeah. All you need is the product. You got people right in your house, people right down the street from you, right in on your block that'll buy some of these diamond chains, rings, and watches from you only if you had it for the right price, and you can make a profit. You don't even know how much money you can make off of one, you know what I'm saying, me chain, one bracelet or so or so. So tap in.
You saying they can make some nice money? Like, this is life-changing money, man. Talk to me.
I could have bought the Lambo. I went to test drive the Aston. You know what I mean? But you know, it's not time for that right now. Let's be honest. You know what I mean? It's just not time for that right now. Let's be honest. You know, I'm tempted. I want to do it so bad. You understand me? But when the time is right, then I'll have those pictures of the you understand me, of the Aston. You know what I'm saying? I have those pictures of the Ferrari California T. You know what I'm saying? We didn't manifested it. I've been there, set in it, and they wanted to kick me out of the showroom, especially one on Biscayne Avenue down the street in Miami. Yeah, they want to get me up out of there. Oh, you getting ready to buy me? I just want to manifest it. You understand? I just want to feel the soft leather. I want to see how it work. I'd have been on the yacht for Yacht Week. You understand? I done seen the yacht I want. You understand me? I'd have been in apartments. You understand me? On the 50th floor with the condo view and all that. It's all coming. Yeah, it's all coming. It's all coming.
But right now, we got some work to do, is what Lambo always says. I already tell people like this all the time, man. The vehicle that you choose to help people get to their destination is so special because you give them the keys to unlock it. Right now, you're giving them the keys with the masterclass.
Yeah.
And that masterclass, man, is going to allow them to be able to unlock any door that they want.
Exactly.
Allow you to unlock the doors that God has for your life to unlock. I love this because Leslie said this earlier. I mean, the information on the screen, become a jeweler in 90days.com, but I'm going to make sure that we get this first. Yeah. Leslie said, man, this is my sis. She said, God uses people to bless us on our paths to where it's taking us. Psalms 37:23. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord who delights in his journey. And the people, man, just in the comments, well said, man. Shout out to UJ50, everybody, man, just in the comments. Cynthia Davis, God will send that confirmation. Joey Hill, who I know is connected with you, my man, got a line of watches out right now. I know he was tapped in, man, with this jewelry game to tap in. Joey, hopefully you didn't fill this out, or Leslie didn't fill this out. Somebody didn't filled you out. You better be one of them six. You ain't one of them six. We getting ready to fight, Joey.
Yeah, because I could take him right to the source. We can get that thing at Macy's. We can get that thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's official. Well, they know
Yeah.
where to tap in, man. You know,
Yeah.
and I'm excited for everybody, man, to be able to be tapping in, man, and making sure that we are making the right stuff happen. When the time is right, God will make it happen. Yes, He will. You already know, man. Is His princess saying, showing love, man? Yes, He will.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to make it happen. My biggest thing now is you can't do anything without first taking a step of faith.
Yeah.
Your first step of faith, man, is you be able to get to my guy, man, James Mack, right there in his bio.
Yeah.
And get to sign up or become a jeweler in 90days.com. Get to this website, get signed up.
Yeah.
Let's make this happen.
Yeah.
Man was putting his money where his mouth is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's
I'm not in here. We didn't even plan this. But
Yeah.
the one thing I do know about Lambo has always been a giver. I've been a sower. I've been that type of person where I've sowed so many seeds. So many seeds has got me to the place where I'm in right now in my life.
right.
It's going to help somebody else get to the place in their life. Always remember this, man. Sow where you want to go and sow to stay in the flow. So always remember that, man. Sow where you want to go and sow to stay in the flow.
Yeah.
If you have that, I promise you, every door in your life that you see that wasn't open is going to open for your life.
Right.
Because literally a seed gives you a harvest that you can't control.
Right.
Receive that, my brother. I'm telling you, it's getting ready to happen, brother. It's go time, as my boy Stacks would say all the time. Yes, Joey is signed up. Look, you know his girl gonna say, look, she gonna make sure, man. He's signed up, man, and ready to go. He better be signed up, ready to go. He says Slick Rick. They in the chats with it. I love it. I love it. I love it, man. The time is now, man. Everything is good. My wonderful wifey, man, showing love, man. I truly appreciate it. Man, look, James Mack, the people know how to go on ahead, man, and to connect with you, man. Make sure you guys are following my guy, James Mack, man, James Mack Miami on Instagram. Also, you have a YouTube channel, man, as well. Tell people about the YouTube channel and every other thing that you have, man, that they can go ahead and be accessible.
Yeah, that's Mr. Mack, Mr. Mack Entertainment. You know, we're trying to provide some inspiration. You know, I'm not tap dancing. I'm not gonna tap dance for your views. I'm not gonna do the pranks for your views, because one thing we understand is the more you go down, the more the algorithm will make you go up. And I'm not playing that type of game. I am the algorithm. I'm gonna make it do what it do, because if it only touch one person or two people, then that's what it need to do. It's gonna touch more than that, but we're not gonna play this program game in order to get views, because they're making a mockery and an embarrassment out of our people for a couple of dollars. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Y'all that heard it out of the horse's mouth himself, James Mack, man. James, listen, brother, I really appreciate you being here. This is only the first time. This ain't the last time you come into this leverage show. And not just that, we got other stuff to do together. You guys know, man, my guy James Mack is a trader as well. So we share that in the common and investment game. We got some other things, man, that we're doing. We ain't telling y'all or nothing like that.
Right.
But the biggest thing we're telling y'all tonight is this amazing masterclass opportunity that you guys are jumping in, and you guys got the chance to hear from one of the best right here on the Leverage Show. Leverage Show family, I really want to thank you, man, for literally tuning in tonight, man. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, go support my guy, James Mack. If you possibly can, make sure you sign somebody up, man, for the jewelry game. Even if you don't think, man, the jewelry game ain't not for me. Some of y'all got sons, grandsons, neighbors, nephews, children, people in your community. You got somebody that you know that can use this game for little as $99 to get themselves in and get trained by one of the best who's been out here and who has seen it all. Again, your boy Lambo Drew, man, it has been an honor of having my boy James Mack, man, right here on the Leverage Show. Make sure you guys, again, go like, subscribe, man, to his channels, and definitely, man, go sign up for that masterclass, and make sure you be one of the 6, because he's going to pick them. I'm going to tell y'all this right now. It is definitely going down, because we cannot wait to go ahead and make sure that y'all are in it. Again, become a jeweler in 90days.com. You guys can go right there, go sign up, and let's see if you're one of the lucky 6, man. I'm sponsoring it, and he's sponsoring it. So at that point, guess what? It's on up from here, man.
Yeah.
We love y'all,
Yeah.
man. Make sure you guys go like, subscribe, man, to the channel and everything, man. Lambo Drew _TMT every Tuesday and Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. PST. Each week, we are bringing the heat right here. Make sure you're sharing this video with somebody, because somebody is going to need to know who my guy, James Mack, is in the building. We out of here, y'all. Love y'all. God bless.